We are back into the Masters category. This is the 30 to 34 males. The current leader, Matt Tyler, hot on his heels in the Tattersfield. Then Joe Barnett, Peter Walker, John Breheny, and Shane Vincent. Are these guys going to do a 10 going unbroken? We have in lane 1, Peter Walker. In 2, Joe Barnett. In 3, Matt Tyler. In 4, Oliver Tattersfield. In 5, Shane Vincent. And in 6, John Breheny. I'm not sure I believe that is lane allocations. Because I can see there Matt is in lane 2. Yeah, so we've got Matt Tyler in lane 2 for certain.
To 21-year-old winner of 1-2, Kian Dunby. Kian, that was close.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting to win that event.
Good, Bertie was just behind you on that.
Behind.
Yeah.
I was gonna have a quick rest before that last, but like my 7-9 toes bar, saw him like about to hop on, so I was like, oh no, I need to go.
Yeah, brilliant decision, Kian. Just secured you that win just ahead of Bertie.
Yeah.
And we were really conscious. We can see the whole field as you guys are facing down towards lane 1. Yeah. Behind you, Ed Cook and made up a huge amount of time on the overhead squats.
Yeah, I was, when I finished, I saw him and he was like, I think he was on the toes bar or something, and I was surprised like how close he was.
Yeah, so I mean, how did you find that facing that way? Was it a disadvantage not being able to see those end lane athletes?
Yeah, so like I think it was good being right behind Nathan because like at the start he was well ahead of everyone, so I could see how he was moving, and I knew my cycle rate was a tad bit quicker. So like I could see like because he was in first, I knew okay, no one's in front of me now. So I knew I knew like where the other guys were behind me roughly, so I was conscious of where everyone was, so I wasn't too like being where I was. It was good to see like the two people ahead of me.
Yeah, here. Well done on your event 2 win, first event win of the British teens. Everybody is talking about tomorrow's max lift, clean and jerk. Now we've had a few people give us some numbers. You don't have to give us any numbers. What are we hoping for?
Above everyone else.
Above everyone else. Kean, that's a great answer. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Finish watching these guys, go back to the hotel room, shower, recover, like go watch, foam roll, eat, all that.
Brilliant. Thanks, Kean. Well done. Well done.
Good job. You want the mic here?
Thirty to 34-year-old males finishing off there. I believe Matt extending his lead.
Yes, 2 minutes. We're just doing a.
I like it.
It's good, huh? Guys, welcome back. I'm joined with Lee K. Roos, 1871 CrossFit, coming off the win from event 2. How was that, Lee?
Fun. I hate double unders, so it was okay.
Good. Hardest part of that double unders, gas-wise, or just more skill-wise?
I think it's more skill.
Yeah.
Like, what's the hardest thing about CrossFit? Double unders.
Yeah, I mean a lot of double unders in there if they're a little bit of a challenge for you.
Yeah. So the last round, the goal was to try to finish, and then the last round was just like, like tripping every second double under.
Great having Romy next to you.
Yes.
I thought from a different category.
Yes.
Really somebody. If you could keep her in your sight, did you find that really helped?
No, that really helped. I mean, the whole reason I'm doing all these comps is because I realized my element is my mind.
Oh.
So like that's why I was like, I need to do comps because I tend to kind of like get in my head, and then that's the end of the game.
Yeah. And well, from what we know about you, 12th in fittest in Cape Town is a huge achievement.
Yeah, no, I was happy with that. But it was one of those, like, it was my first event ever. So did not know what to expect. That's why I need to work on it.
Yeah, it's great that you've taken that approach. And this is a great place to do an in-person Masters competition.
Yes.
Yeah, there's really not much opportunity to go out in the UK and have that time on the floor for Masters athletes. So a great event for you, especially if you're looking at it from a mindset point of view.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, what are we looking forward to?
Not the clean.
Not the clean.
Not the clean.
Only a small element of one workout, though.
So I'm looking forward to the first half of that workout. Okay. And then I'll just see what I can do with the clean.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, really nice to chat with you. Thanks for coming to see us at Lee Caruso, everyone. And wish you all the luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Lee.
now.
35 to 39-year-old females on the floor at the moment. Victoria in lane 1, Kirsty Brown lane 2, and Jade Miller in lane 3. Athlete that's in lane 4 is not out on the floor. Was Hayley Horwood. The 35 to 39-year-old females. Victoria Bremner Davies is lane 1 out of CrossFit Shapesmiths. Taking part in 5 opens. Kirsty Brown, CrossFit Stonehenge in lane 2. Qualified in 3rd for this event. 7 Opens made the age group online qualifiers for the first time this year. And then we have Jade Meller in lane 3. CrossFit Stronghold Gym, Liverpool, qualified in 1st. Females on the dance floor. Jade Meller currently in P1 after event 1. Kirsty Brown, 2nd. Victoria Bremner Davies in 3rd. Lane 1 currently leads the way. That is Jade Meller. And that time, it looked like a win for Jade. Another 2 on day 1. Let's go 39-year-old males next. Andrew Watson returns. Let's see if his followers log back on from this morning. Your lane assignments are in lane 1, Matthew Green, CrossFit Stronghold Gym, Liverpool. Lane 2, Kevin McKenna. Lane 3, Richard Barnes. Lane 4, Ross Wildgoose. Lane 5, Thomas Verman. Lane 6, Andrew Watson. Andrew promised you there, come and have a chat to us later. So, Andrew Watson followers, log back in, cheer him on. What's that? 35 to 39 category. Andrew Watson currently in first. 5 points behind is Ross Wildgoose, followed by Richard Barnes, Kevin McKenna, Matthew Green, Thomas Verman. Athletes are getting ready, just under a minute. And they are off. Andrew Watson looking to extend that lead all the way out in lane 6. Furthest lane away on the view that you can see. Good already, athletes finishing those 60 double unders. Oh, he's been sent back. Matthew Green thought he had finished. Looks like Kevin McKenna first to the bar. That was a fast 1 minute 20 in, and over half the field is onto their toaster bar. Multiple finishes on this, or have they gone out hot?
I think we got multiple finishes on this one.
Yeah.
I'd have said so.
It's such a small time domain. Any little mistake or no rep, really costly. Wow. That's Kevin McKenna taking the lead back onto his dub.
He looks like putting it away, if anything.
He is joined by the Andrew Watson,
Beacon of Bath.
the Beacon of Bath. Over in lane 5. Andrew Watson back to his overhead squat.
Taking the lead. Is he going to make this two from two?
It's a habit that's forming today, Sam. Athletes tending to take both wins from both of today's WODs.
It's certainly something that is happening.
Something is happening.
So it is something that is happening. You're not wrong. Oh, hello. Oh, gosh. That was nearly a phone off the balcony.
Andrew Watson tucking his knees and flicking that, almost looking completely using his core to do those toes to bar. There's hardly any kit. He's just tucking his knees and flicking his toes onto the bar.
Kipping toes to bar.
It seems to have worked because he's back onto the double unders. Good athletes that we've been speaking to in our break saying this is a super, super grippy. Their forearms are blown up.
All those young guns said they go unbroken.
Didn't happen. It did happen. It did happen once. It happened for Ben Cole. He did go unbroken.
Woo.
Two minutes remaining. 2 minutes. It is getting very loud in here. To go in lane one.
Coming up for the last 10 seconds in this workout. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, and that is time for these athletes.
And the benefit for Kevin McKenna in lane 2. Getting ready for the 44-year-old category. Females will be out first. 44-year-old current female leaderboard is Pam McKellen. Pam McKellen, 40th Athletics. Out in front, Kathy Spatcher, CrossFit Stonehenge. Second, Claire Lingis, L'Esprit de Corps CrossFit. Lisa Cannon, CrossFit Better Together. Ooh, great box name. Ilaria Ritchie in 5th and Jeanette Badham in 6th. 40 to 44-year-old females. Returning athlete is Pam. She finished on the podium in 3rd position last year. She's our athlete that has been top 10% in the age groups for the Open in 2019, 20, 21, 22. But has never competed in the age group online qualifier. So never taken that next step. But great to see her here. Performing really well. Currently holding first position. It's going off in here. Woo! Lane assignments for 40 to 44-year-old females are in lane 1, Ilaria. Lane 2, Kathy Spatcher. Lane 3, Pam, our current leader. 4, Claire Liggins. 5, Jeanette. And 6, Lisa Cannon. Wow. Lots finished with their double unders within 40 seconds. Good. All athletes onto the overhead squats. Kathy Spatcher just grabbing her weightlifting belt. And back to the toaster bar over in lane 5. Believe that's Jeanette Ilaria. Good, and we've got lane 2 back to the toaster bar. Kathy Spatcher, lane 2. Good, Lisa Cannon just finishing off her overhead squat reps over in lane 6. All athletes are now back to their toaster bar. Good, Ilaria in lane 1. Leading the way. And these ladies are the 40 to 44 category. Good, Lisa Cannon, lane 5, making her way through those toaster bar. Good job, Lisa. Good, Ilaria, back to those overhead spots. 15 this time. Good, Pam, our current overhead leader, just about to pick her barbell back up, making her way through those 15, just under 3 minutes. Hand up in lane 1. Ilaria, 2 more reps to go. That is her round of 15 done. Good, Ilaria can see she's got a good lead on the field. Just taking her time to hop back up. Smart. Good, looking really, really relaxed. 2 minutes remaining. Ilaria, Richie holding the lead. Ilaria currently sitting in a P5 after event 1. 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes remaining. Good, Kathy, lane 2, CrossFit Stonehenge. These guys have 40 seconds remaining. Every double under rep counting. Good. Currently sitting in second place, CrossFit Stonehenge, Kathy Spatcher. Onto her toaster bar. Good, working really hard there, Kathy. Keep it going. Time on that one. Well done, ladies. Short little break while we change the bars over for the male 40 to 44 category. Lane assignments for men 40 to 44. Lane 1, Glyn Fletcher. Lane 2, Ivan Paxton. Lane 3, Jordan Hogg. Lane 4, Mark Brown. Lane 5, Christopher Sleeman. Lane 6, Alan O'Leary. Current leader after event 1, Glyn Fletcher. 5 points behind Jordan Hogg. Christopher Sleeman, Alan O'Leary, Mark Brown, Ivan Paxton. If you are looking at Competition Corner for the first time and looking at the scoring is as follows. An event win is 100 points. You then deduct 5 points for every athlete position. So it then goes to 95, 90, and so on and so forth. So the difference between first and second can really, really mount up when there's a small number of competitors using this scoring system. And it doesn't do justice how close some of the finishes are. So none of these athletes that have currently been through, none of them have been left behind at any point. It is just the scoring system. Really consistent work from everyone. Everybody most certainly deserves their place here. Good, get in Fletcher, lane 1. His son competed in the 16 to 17-year-old category earlier on this afternoon. Looks like he means business, Sam. Shirt off.
He certainly does mean business, I'd imagine.
That's how you know.
Their family do take almost everything very seriously. Competitors, serious competitors.
Lots of age group online qualifiers in this category from this year's Open. Ivan Paxton of CrossFit Solid, 10 Opens he has competed in.
He's a local. CrossFit Solid, that's just down the road.
Yeah, he hasn't got far to go to have a cold bath this evening, has he?
Absolutely not.
After my stay in Travelodge last night, I might ask Ivan if he's got a spare room.
Sleep in his bar.
Probably would have been quieter than a Travelodge.
With 10 seconds to go time. 5, 3, 2, 1. And they are off.
Oh,
Full stand.
you guys can hear slightly different music to us, but Zach has just put an absolute tune on. That, all the 40 to 44-year-olds will probably remember from their previous rave days.
I can't actually tell what it is in the background. It's not that I can't hear. It's not that I don't know what it is. I just can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
Maybe I've gone there.
You've been in the media corner too long. Lane 2, Ivan Paxton. Straight onto his overhead squat. Ivan needing a good performance to finish off day 2. Just trying to head off that 6th place from this morning. Like I say, the scoring doesn't always show how close the athlete. Well, it doesn't show how close the athletes were. It is just the scoring system used, 195.90. Actually, there is not much in any of these categories to separate any of these finalists. Glyn Fletcher back to the toaster bar. Well, first round of toaster bar 21. Good again, that almost reversed Kip to do his toaster bar. As our helpers, support staff, none of these events could go ahead without support staff. People out there judging, athlete control, scoring. Those of you who are going to follow the scores, there is a link on the British Teens Instagram to Competition Corner, where you can see all the updates of all the latest scoring as day 2 for our categories starts to come towards the end. Ross Johnson. Must have been a late withdrawal. Was last year's podium second place and was due to be in this category, but isn't taking the floor for the weekend. Ivan Paxton, CrossFit Solent, our only returning athlete, finishing in 4th in this same category last year. I believe that is Christopher Sleeman. Good, Glyn just looking at that bar. Good, taking his rest. Obviously has a plan. Hopefully we'll be able to set out a large set here. Good, yeah, Glyn going for a big set on this one, I think. 5 good reps in. Oh, Mark Brown, very helpful for his fans in the neon luminous t-shirt. Good plan if you are going to be on a live feed, put something bright on so your friends and family can see you.
Do you reckon we're going to get any finishers in this heat, Claire?
This category, I believe, still has to do the round of 6, the additional round of 6.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So I think, but maybe not. You have 1 minute remaining. So you can see, guys, they're all on the double unders. Now, if they finish on the double unders, as you'll know if you've taken part in the Open, the difference of 1 rep of double unders could literally be spaces on the leaderboard. Good, so these guys could all finish within 1-2 reps of each other. If they finish at a certain point in this workout, and those points will be assigned accordingly, 100 down to the 75. So again, doesn't quite do it justice of how close these categories are actually finishing when you look at the leaderboard, Sam.
Yeah, I agree. It's difficult to differentiate when you do double unders. When you, as you say, you could just be 1 double under away. There could be 1 double under between 5 places, and that's time for this heat. Brings it to the end.
Brings me on to a controversial topic. Would Q scoring be better?
She means Z scoring.
Z scoring, that's
Yeah.
Q. Would Z scoring, it's been a long morning, on top of my travel lodge sleep. Would Z scoring be a much better measure in a smaller field competition?
So the quick answer to that is no. Only because you need the volume for the Z score. You need the volume of people. So, for example, the CrossFit Games or the Rogue Invitational or those competitions, the Z scoring would be a much better definition of who is actually the fittest, because you don't just get a point total for where you come. You get a point total for your community, your cognitive effort.
Yes.
Whereas in a competition like this, when you've only got sort of 6 competitors, you don't get that depth of the field. Another person might get 1 point. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do see what you mean.
Because it works on percentiles.
Yeah, definitely. It's just hard to convey when you look at leaderboard, maybe with any competition. When you look at leaderboard, how close these athletes are in terms of completing workouts. I think nobody's been left behind, or they're all within seconds or reps of each other in every category.
Yeah, but I suppose you could argue that in a field like this, where you can see, so there are no more heats, for example. So something like the CrossFit Games, or I don't know, the Madrid Championships that's happening this weekend.
It's got no commentary.
It's got no commentary and no live stream. You know, just saying. That's because everyone's watching this. They knew. But something like that, you've got more than one heat.
Yeah.
So if you're in heat 1, there's an advantage to being in heat 5. Say, because you know what the score is to be.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, you can see down the line who you've got to beat, and there's no real advantage or disadvantage to having a different scoring time.
Yeah.
Only when you get over multiple events, and obviously when you've got 4 events like this, it's going to be quite 5 score events, isn't it?
5 scored events from 4.
From 4 workouts. There's a part A and a B in, is it workout 3?
Workout 3. I think most people are looking at the part B of that though as an event in itself.
Yes, absolutely. But I think the important thing to say about that is that when you are looking at when you've got 4 events, obviously that spreads the field a little more.
Yeah.
When you've only got 5 events, for example, the people who've won both events today are very unlikely to not podium.
Yes.
Because they have found themselves, they'll be at least 10 points ahead of anyone else.
It's a brave statement, Sam.
Well, they are.
Will podium tomorrow. So 3 scoring opportunities tomorrow, and most of the leaderboard are within 20 points of each other.
Yeah, but even if there's 6 teams, the maximum amount of points you can lose in one heat is 25.
Yes.
So if you're 20 points ahead, the maximum you can lose, you'd have to come. They'd almost have to come last in every event. Well, we just had the conversation. So Jason's just walking over next to us. Jason is standing next to us. I'll give him a microphone in a sec, see what he thinks. But we just had the conversation about Z scoring for this. There aren't enough people to Z score, and there is only one heat. So essentially, you can see everybody that you're against. Whereas something like the games or the Madrid, the Madrid Championships, which doesn't have any commentary because everyone's watching this, would say that there is an argument for Z scoring. There's more events, there's more heats. So you would get a better picture of the measure of fitness. Whereas if, like Matt, we had an interview with Matt Tyler earlier, and he was saying about he'd seen that Ollie was behind him by 50 metres when he got to the sandbag. So he took a step back from the sandbag, had a breath, waited till he got there, and then smashed it a bit faster.
Z scoring, he would have pushed.
Exactly. Whereas Z scoring, you would have to push, but only. But even in Z scoring, you still know you're still going to win. You've still won.
This came from, Jason, we were saying nobody's been left behind on any of these heats. That everybody, whether they're first or sixth on the leaderboard, has actually finished within a very, very small window of each other.
Yeah, but event 1 is very different. The event 1, you had so you're talking about these scoring and rewarding effort. Like Tinner was like a lap and a half ahead of people. And people were shouting at him to slow down because he was just getting further and further ahead. Slow down, you've got time, take it easy. And that's where the Z scoring in that instance would greatly reward him for kind of being, but I think when you think of the purpose, particularly for the teams basically, that it's like a training for competition. I actually like that they're in. Like if I was watching like Bertie and that were all like looking at each other, every rep, looking at the judge, looking at each other. They were so aware of who was around them, and knowing like, do I need to go faster? Can I slow down? And I think with the Z scoring, you lose that. And I think that was really good I think that's good for them for like that awareness in competition of knowing, and even like you were saying with Matt before, I saw him when he came around the corner from the run, starts down towards the sandbag, he's looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Is anyone behind me? And I think if you've got Z scoring, you're not doing that because you're just going as hard as you can go, like because you're going to be rewarded for it. But you lose that element of gamesmanship. And I think like it's also great, go as hard as you can go, but I mean, this poor event, it's not too tough, but bigger competitions, if you're forcing people to go all out even when they don't need to every event, probably not the best for like day 5 of the CrossFit game. Yeah. Anyway, good. We're having a break now, apparently, so that's nice.
Super. And then we return back with our 45 to 49-year-old categories. Who hopefully have recovered from their morning run. There was lots of them coming back with hamstrings. There's a recovery suite over at the back end by the guys from HBHD. Did I get that right?
I know Massage RX are out there.
HBHM, Healthy Body, Healthy Mind, one of the sponsors of the event. Got a whole recovery area set up there. I know a lot of the more senior athletes that have made their way over there for some recovery after a few hamstring issues when people return.
I'm going to go and see if I can sort out the other cameras that are... I apologize for anyone watching the stream when it goes glitchy, but it's not the greatest spot for internet in the world, apparently. So, all right.
Cheers, Jason. Jason's out on the floor. He's been up at a hub pitch on a rugby field since 8 o'clock this morning. It is him running around with the cameras. How many steps have you done? 16,000 steps.
I think I've done about 10.
Where are you? Are you Travelodge as well?
You all have to. I heard he's filming for his OnlyFans.
It was very noisy last night. I've had 0 sleep. 0. Oh, very noisy hotel.
I slept in my car.
Committed.
Right, we're going to take a break now, but the stream will still be going. There'll still be some music playing for you, but we'll be back shortly.
Good. See you shortly, team. Right, what have we got tomorrow, Con? Let's have a look. I'll work out. Oh, will you stop your whinging? Is the mic on?
No.
Right. But A is scored separately. Yes, that does. Nothing the final one. He literally
Lisa, are you chasing people off? Lisa, are you chasing people off?
I need to get him on my neck. Toilets, you know. So we're on to 45 plus, so they've got a slightly different workout.
No. Yeah, 45 plus. I've got
Toast rings.
back down to 21.59 again.
Yeah, and toast rings.
If they want it. Or is that?
I think the whole group has got to elect to want to do. So if you've got toast bar, and you're the person in that category, you're going to go, no, aren't you? No, we'll leave it at toast bar.
Why would it be an advantage?
Toast rings, just more shoulder mobility. Toast rings are much easier.
Are they?
I can do I can't do toast bar. See you
See you
later,
later,
dude. See you in the morning.
Enjoy it. See you in a bit.
Go eat. Josh, anyway.
Do you know there's no such thing as clean capital?
No.
No such thing.
I don't know any
That
of
is a
this.
false. That is a false claim.
It's fucking outrage.
That is a false claim. There's no such thing.
I don't know what it means.
There is no such thing.
I've got like 20 minutes. Why did we work it out? They've fitted a members class in, haven't they? In the middle of a comp. That is some organising.
No, this is the members club. This is volunteers.
Right. Right. They're going to do it tomorrow.
I could have if I hadn't if I'd actually slept. Just want to make sure.
What, were you just behind them? Second place?
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the British Teens and Teens and Masters Championships. We are rocking straight in with the heat now. We started a couple of minutes early, much to our disgust.
There was a panic. It's okay, we're with you.
Don't panic, Mr. Mellering.
45 to 49-year-old females. Had quite a long rest, really, from this morning. The athletes taking the opportunity to get their recovery in with some of the on-site sponsors. We have Emma Hornby, Fiona Lafan, Nikki Absalon, Tara Richards.
Someone's just bought me chocolate, and I don't know who it was.
It was Crouchy.
Oh, was it? Thanks. Thanks.
Just literally threw it in the mix.
Oosh.
Crouchy representing Fit Aid, big sponsor of this year's event. These events can't go ahead without backing of companies. So great to have them here handing out free Fit Aid to everyone. Brilliant. Current leaders for females 45 to 49, Nikki Absalon, Richard second, Fiona Lappin in third, and Emma Hornby in fourth.
This is workout number 2, which is Steamroller. That is 60 double unders, 21 overhead squats, 21 toes to bar, then back into 60 double unders, then 15 overhead squats and 15 toes to bar. Then 60 double unders and then 9 overhead squats and 9 toes to bar or rings.
Yeah, just going to see how this toast bar and rings plays out. I believe there was an athlete discussion, and it was agreed that they would perform toes to rings for this category. But it looks as if athletes are hopping up onto the bar. I suppose if you're going to make a decision along those lines, I imagine it requires the agreement of all the athletes, and maybe that didn't take place. Toaster bar being performed now by our 45 to 49 females.
We've got Jason back out on the floor doing bits. Other members of our distinguished media team.
So, Sam, this event is so well organised. In the break that we've had a volunteers and members workout fitted in to the break.
You can't argue with that, can you, really? I mean,
you cannot argue with that. That is a major organisation. So there has been a CrossFit class in the middle of this competition.
We were running about 15 minutes behind after the first workout, just because of the logistics of trying to get everyone through out onto the field and back. But we've certainly pulled it right back. And we just had a good, 40-minute break?
Yeah, 45-minute break.
Can't ask for more than that.
Look at these athletes, amazing work here. Emma Hornby, Weir Forest CrossFit. Top 2% in the Open this year for her age group. 197th at the age group online qualifier. Fiona Lappin in good company there. 4 Opens. Top 4% this year. 386th in the worldwide age group online qualifier. And everybody wants to know what level people are, don't they?
Do they? Do they?
Tara Richards, Equation Fitness, a level 9 CrossFitter. Again, top 2% worldwide, finishing 158th. Our 45 to 49 female category is a competitive category. Well done, ladies. Good. Lots of people saying about WOD 1. That was the one that they wanted to get out the way. A lot of this category, Masters athletes that we spoke to, wanted to get that one out the way and get back inside.
I just realised why Crouchy bought me the chocolate over.
Why?
Because in the break, she went to the shop and she asked me if I wanted anything. I said chocolate. And she went, oh, do you not want a sandwich or something? I was like, yeah, no worries. I'll have a sandwich. Obviously still wanting the chocolate. She came back with the sandwich. No chocolate.
She's actually gone out of her way to bring you chocolate back.
She has. She's nice like that.
The last 20 seconds of this workout. A great toaster bar. Wow. That's a lot of reps in 15 seconds. Hop back up.
Three seconds, 2, 1, and that is time on Steamroller for the 45 to 49-year-olds.
I think Emma Hornby takes that one.
Ooh.
We'll just see if Jason catches up with the event winner. Emma needing that one after this morning's run. Spoke to her briefly. Again, she said the run is one she wanted out the way. That was me turning down chocolate on the online feed.
You should see all the bars of chocolate she's already had.
45 to 49 miles now. I don't think we're going to get an athlete interview on this one. 45 to 49 miles. Just coming out onto the dance floor. Lane 1, Nick Potas. Lane 2, Addy Hodzik. Lots of support for Addy earlier. Lane 3, Corwin Thomas. Lane 4, Douglas Hughes. Lane 5, Dave Sawyer. And lane 6, Tommy Gould.
Looks like Jason just taking us on a rundown of the lanes.
One minute.
There we go. Ten seconds till go time. And they are out and into their 60 double unders. 45 to 49-year-old males. As we've seen already, this has got real grippy.
Addy Hodzik in lane 2. A great start on his double unders. Little trip there.
Commentators curse that. Commentators curse. Doing really well. Oh, you fell over, mate. Sorry.
Just as I said it. 40 seconds. Nick Potas back to the bar. We've been joined by the other athletes in the heat now. Good for their round of 21 overhead squats. Good judge indicating further depth needed. Lucky to get away with not having the no rep. I think that's fair, Sam. Give a warning.
First one. Well, there are definitely at least 2 schools of thought on this.
At least.
At least 2 schools of thought on this.
Is it too early to become controversial?
It's never too early to become controversial. But we're certainly in the less. Well, I'm certainly in the less controversial corner. I'd be, give the first one.
So there we had one of the rules that you cannot drop the barbell here. You are not allowed to drop the barbell from the top of a rep, if that makes sense. You must control the barbell back to the floor. And more of a safety perspective, but we've seen it being applied very, very fairly throughout the whole competition. That if you drop that barbell, athletes were told, if you drop the barbell from the top position, you will be no repped.
As a health and safety manager in my day job, I agree with that wholly. Is that lane number 3 out in front?
Lane 3 is Corwin Thomas.
Corwin Thomas.
Out of Dragon Athletic. Qualified in first position. Good. Corwin currently sitting in 3rd overall.
The Horney's Hills, though, Douglas Hughes.
Athlete from Central London CrossFit, and he was the second place qualifier from those qualifiers back in June. Is that a tactical pause or a...
The look on his face tells me that is not a tactical pause. He looks grumpy with that. But Corwin onto his overhead squats now. This is Addy, I believe, who is our giant from workout number 1. He was getting cheered on in workout number 1. Was that by Julian?
I think so. Tommy Yule at the back there with his various achievements listed on the CrossFit Games site. Sub 5-minute Fran.
Jeez.
I know. CrossFit BFG athlete. Yeah, look, there's some masters experience. Laying your skipping rope down after you finish them. A big difference from the teenage categories where they were abandoned.
They went looking for it somewhere in their bedroom.
Just having a discussion with lane 1. Not quite sure what that was concerning.
Not quite sure why they're having a discussion mid-WOD. I'd probably sort that out after.
Maybe just It doesn't look like the depth is a problem.
Maybe drop the bar from overhead, I didn't see.
I believe that's Dave Saunders out of Ball Functional Fitness. 9 opens Dave has taken part in. Oh wow, he's gone from being in the 45th percentile up to the 96th, so he's gone to top 4% worldwide age group online qualifiers. That's a big progress over 9 years. Well, 9 opens, could be longer than the 9 years.
It looks like Corwin Thomas is just moving on to his final set of overhead squats now.
1 minute remaining. Let's go, Corwin. So I think we have returned down to finishing on the 9 for these age groups.
That is correct. Or maybe it's not. No, it is 44s. He's got 35 seconds to get 9 of those in.
Oh, come on, hold on. I think that's smart. He's looking around. I don't think there's too many people near him. You want to finish though if you're there, don't you? Wow.
He's done. 15 seconds to spare. That's the dream.
Well, I think head judge is just having a discussion there. Fist pump, must have sorted it out. Is Jason going to go? Is that Jason ready to talk to Corwin?
How was that? Yeah, better than a sandbag.
Yeah. Looks like we're back in. That was a very quick interview there. But they just want to get in and go home now. Just get back to the hotel room.
Yeah, registration was at 8 o'clock for all athletes this morning. So these Masters athletes have had a long day. And part of that in-competition experience, if you like, is having those breaks between periods of work that aren't on your terms. If you were doing online qualifiers at home, you know, you can plan those around your rest. You're timetabled in a live competition.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you get to pick when you want to do your workouts in what order.
Optimal.
Whereas here, yeah, you're forced to do it on not on your terms.
And often when you've had that long period of a cool down or long rest period between, it's really hard to get yourself back out there, especially we're coming to the late afternoon here.
I know that feeling.
I like to call it nap time.
Is this our fika nap? At 3 o'clock fika.
I don't know
4
what that
o'clock.
means.
Fika. It's like break time.
Like a siesta.
Kind of, but it means like to get to. I think it's a Swedish word. You get together and like have cake.
It sounds so much better than a siesta.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So we have our 50 to 54 category coming out. Just a few bar changes, weight changes for our 50 to 54 category.
I think this is male and female in the same heat. Oh no, there are some females and some males. There are only 3 females in this category.
I think Jason will give us a lane rundown and we can just place which category is actually on the floor because I think it is a mixed category. Some categories got 3 or 4 athletes. Makes sense to run those side by side. And actually, we had one of the Masters athletes earlier on competing next to one of the 18 to 21-year-olds. And when we interviewed her, she said, super helpful. Super helpful. It really helped me push myself.
To be honest,
work out.
If you're a competitor, I imagine that helps. When I'm in the gym working out next to a 21-year-old, I'm thinking,
I'm over there.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we have the 50 to 54-year-old females out there. She's Karen Scott, Tracy Brewer, and Reb Peacock.
You'll get there soon, won't you?
Did I say it wrong again? Reb Polkowitz Peacock. Great name.
Paul Lakovic.
There's no counting then, it was just go.
Go. They're off. They're in the game.
They're double unders.
Do you know, many competitions now are going with the boop sound.
Yeah.
It stops the whole cheating thing, the countdown and the cheat.
So I think we have the 50 to 54-year-old females and possibly the 60 to 64-year-old males. 50 to 54-year-old females and yes, I can see Mr. Joink is over there. So that must be the small group of 60 to 64-year-old.
Aha! Good detective work.
So guys, bear with us as we follow this. The category you're currently looking at is the male 60 to 64. You have Del Keem, Jerry Domansky,
This isn't 60 to 64 males.
category below, 55 to 59 males. So we are running the 50 to 54 females alongside the male 55 to 59.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Stand by.
Detective Claire.
We were correct first time. It is the 60 to 64 males.
I was going to say that because there's no David Doig in that heat.
I'm too far back to see him properly. Delkheim.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Yes. Jerry, I had to squint to look at their name boards. Jerry Domansky, Peter Edwards. This is the male category. There was no category for this age group last year. So this is fantastic to see the 60 to 64-year-old males getting their time on the dance floor. Delkheim qualified in first position. Also an age group online qualifier from the CrossFit Open this year, finishing 138. Jerry Domansky from CrossFit Watford. And Peter Edwards, CrossFit Shaftesbury, first Open this year. Ladies, Karen Scott, Tracy Brewer, and Reb. Lane 1, Reb. Lane 2, Karen. Lane 3, Tracy. Lane 4, Peter Edwards. Lane 5, Delkheim. Lane 6, Jersey Domansky, or great name. Karen Karen Scott has some listed lifts on her CrossFit profile. 43 kilogram snatch, 95 kilogram back squat, 5K run in 24 minutes.
That is fast.
It's really fast. 50 to 54-year-olds. And clean is 60 kilograms.
3 minutes to go in this workout.
Good. No workout amendments on this category. Exactly the same as all the other categories. Slight variance in weight. All athletes are performing their gymnastic movements as per toes to bar, but as 60 to 64s and 50 to 54 females that are out there. Amazing.
Just thinking about it, these guys are actually not that much. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say this, but they're not that much younger than my nan. So it would be interesting to see grandparent, parent, son, daughter, all competing here at the same competition. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
That would be impressive.
I'm not sure I could see my nan doing double unders, I'll be honest. The males in this category anyway, should I say.
This is phenomenal. I mean, these are masters categories. They are the upper end of the masters categories. And they are performing everything as required. Double unders, high skilled gymnastics movements. Look at them.
But the thing is as well, these 60 to 64-year-old males, you know, you see sometimes the older generations get a bad rap. Things like mobility, for example.
Watch
These guys, overhead squat. This is like one of the ultimate tests of mobility, really. An overhead squat to death. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Good. Jerry on the end there, Jerry Romansky. Camera's now on Rep in lane 1. Well done, this category. Amazing work.
We had a message earlier from Anne Mary Stubenboard. Go Ben Cole, go. The Gramps are cheering you on.
Ben's gone home for the day. 2 from 2. He's gone to rest.
Well, Anne Mary, I feel like you should be here next year.
Anne Mary Stubenboard. Well, the Cole family, there's loads of them, and they all do CrossFit.
Oh, wow.
His younger brother, can't remember his name. If his younger brother isn't here next year, I'd be amazed.
Okay, that's interesting. And that brings us to time for this workout.
Cole.
William.
He is here this weekend,
Oh.
supporting his brother. Good. Returning back to the running order, we're now jumping to the full category of the 50 to 54-year-old males. Lane assignments for this heat is in lane 1, Simon Kane. Lane 2, Nick Candola. Out of CrossFit Rayleigh, Essex.
Three. Essex.
Andrew Clark, Dragon CrossFit. Carl Glynn, Independent. Spencer Mitchell, CrossFit Watford. And I believe it's Troy Smith who brings up lane 6.
From X-Lab Worthing.
You X-Lab Worthy. And how do you think you say that? Cross-Lab Worthing? CrossFit Lab? Oh, or just X-Lab?
I'm going to go a solid I don't know.
A strong I don't know. So this category is really interesting. You have got both Carl Glynn and Nick Candola, both returning athletes, both in the age group below last year. So they have aged up into this 50 to 54-year-old male category. Nick Candola was the winner of the 45 to 49-year-old category last year. And Carl Glim bringing up 5th place in that category. So really interesting to see how those guys perform.
It's interesting because you see, especially at the games, for example, you see when you push into the next category, the next category up, the older category, theoretically, you'd think that you'd be one of the favourites, right? So if he's, who was it? You were saying Nick Candola won the 45 to 49 last year.
Yeah.
So you'd have to imagine that because of his age and the way, and his fitness, you'd have to imagine that he's probably going to do pretty well with this
That
one.
would carry on over into this. Well, we shall see. Current leaderboard for that group is in the 50 to 54-year-old.
Nick Candola in first, in second, Carl Glynn.
The two athletes that have aged up into that age group
Correct.
currently hold the first and second positions.
Third place, Spencer Mitchell. Fourth, Andrew Clark. Fifth, Simon Kane. And sixth, Troy Smith.
Good. Simon Kane from CrossFit. Say it for me, Sam.
Uckfield.
CrossFit Uckfield. Also a returning athlete, finishing 4th in this division last year. So he'll be trying to creep onto that podium.
We'll have to get Ems Dean over here for an interview a bit later, I think. Em's one of the competition organisers for this.
Mandy's her mum. They're both the competition organisers. I wonder if Mandy would come and have a chat to us.
I reckon she would.
Yeah.
Well, why don't I go and poke her in the arm and send her your way? You move to my chair and then you can have a little chat between the seat. How's that sound?
To me.
In the words of Jesus and Arnie, I'll be back.
Good. 50 to 54-year-old males. Off on the double unders. Good. Sam's gone to look for one of our competition organisers. Good. Already we see lane 2. Nick Candola back to that overhead squat in first position. Good. That's it. All athletes are now onto that first round of 21 overhead squats. I wonder how this age group are going to approach them. Are they going to break early? Yeah, you see the athletes all placing the bar down. All athletes were told that you will be no reps if you drop it from the top. Nick Candola, straight to work on his toes to bar.
I found Mandy. It was a swift, go away, I'm busy.
Mandy wouldn't have said go away.
No, she didn't say go away. I'm putting words in her mouth now. That's what I would have said, certainly. No, she's actually on kit team this weekend, so she's making sure logistics are all happening. We have actually got 2 more barbell changes before the end, so she's rightly so prioritising that over coming to chat with us.
I think that's reasonable.
I think that's fair.
So this is Troy Smith, lane 6. Troy, out of X-Lab Worthing, qualified in 7th position for this event. Those of you joining us, we are on the 50 to 54-year-old male category. 1-2, 1-2. Nick Candola extending his lead. We want it. So we've got Emma in front of the Emma in front of the commentary booth, who's one of the organisers.
I'm just M Steen, one of the organisers, or the arguably the organisers, just come over and said, "Don't let my mum get away with it."
We really want to speak to Emma's mum.
She scares me, so I'm not arguing with her.
These guys organising such a unique in-person competition for all these categories that are sometimes underrepresented on live broadcasts or perhaps, in-person competitions. They're not always the spotlighted event. Already gone through an extremely grueling qualification period. Last year's qualification, I believe, was 6 WODs over the space of a weekend, and this year it was the 5 scored events to even get to this point. So these athletes have not just showed up; they have gone through a really testing qualifying event before even getting here. And now this would be good to speak to one of the organisers. The judging team that form part of the British Teens and Masters are strict and fair. So it's a really good lesson for our athletes. I don't know many athletes that didn't come away from the qualifiers with some sort of a penalty. And this is super helpful, but especially for younger athletes who are starting to understand their sport and what the standards should be. So I think the British Teens and Masters has to be commended for doing a not so nice job, but doing a very, very, very fair job.
Yeah, I was part of that online judging team, and the amount of chat going between organisers and judges was brilliant. It made you feel sort of really empowered to make those difficult decisions, because it's difficult when they're filming it on their phone or on a camera or whatever, or someone's holding it. It's a bit joggy. You maybe can't see. It's good, and they're different stages as well. So like you'd review it, and green was good, yellow was maybe take a look at this, and red was like someone needs to take, like, this is completely not good. The standards was set straight away, right from the beginning. You must state your name, you must state your category, you must show the weights that you're using. All of those things straight from the off, which just make it so easy.
And with the volume of videos that sat in that qualification pool that needed to be reviewed to have a really fair standard. Here he is, Nick. Down to Andrew Clark. Good, and Carl Glynn just there. Yeah, I think an excellent competition for standards and applying those standards equally and fairly across the board. Even when these are hard decisions.
Less than 10 seconds left, and it looks like Nick Candola is about to take it. And I believe he did.
I wonder if Jason will catch Nick when Nick's caught his breath back. Well, as you can probably see on the feed, very quick barbell changes going on.
There certainly is a lot of love for this competition, isn't there, really? Just really well run by a bunch of really nice people. Nothing bad to say, to be honest.
Everybody giving up, and like I say, Sam, it's not just this weekend for Emma and Mandy. It's the whole organisation of this competition, from when it finished last year starting that organisation again so it runs even better the following year. You know, like you say, you were on the judging team for this event, and the thoroughness that that was carried out with, you know, even down to the point of looking at penalties and score adjustments, and are they going to affect other athletes not proceeding through, or is it worth reviewing the whole group? You know, really attention to detail, and that takes time and manpower, and probably a lot of evenings sitting in front of computers when you probably want to be doing something else.
Absolutely.
The next category we should be our females 55 to 59. Now there's 4 in this category, and actually stand by because there's 2 withdrawals. So there's 2 in this category. That is athlete out of CrossFit Workshop, Jill McIntyre, and Charlotte Doink, independent athlete. So I believe there's only 2 athletes. So I don't know what category this one might be paired up with, or whether we're just going to see these 2 females, Charlotte Doink and Jill McIntyre, go head to head. That'd be good.
That would be good. It's like every heat's a final for these. I mean, at least they're both going to hit the podium.
So should be seeing, I think this is going to be a straight 55 to 59-year-old Charlotte Doink, Jill McIntyre out on the dance floor on there. Unfortunately, that's due to 2 withdrawals, Bernadette Addis and Kathy Thompson.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say she's Jill McIntyre.
Oh, quite, I do apologise.
Like Michael McIntyre, I'd imagine.
No, and I'm saying McIntyre.
That's all right.
Guys, please correct us if you are a relative.
I guess it's the difference between bucket and bouquet. Is that fair?
I don't know how many listeners would remember that programme, Keeping Up Appearances. We'll ask her. We'll try and grab Jill McIntyre. Let's go, ladies.
They are off. Oh, this is epic. This is epic.
'55 to 59-year-old ladies smashing out their double unders. Amazing.
I hope I'm this good when I'm 55 to 59, which is actually not that far away.
You've got enough years to get this good. Tomorrow we have ring muscle-ups and bar muscle-ups. You will be amazed.
Agree.
These are the fittest 55 to 59-year-olds in the country. We have one of our competition organisers.
Oh, yes, we do. I'm going to get out of the way and let Mandy in on this. Come and sit down, Mandy. You've earned it.
Good listeners that are on the live stream. Yeah, really, really close. Okay. So this is Mandy Dean. She's one of the organisers of the British Teens and Masters CrossFit Championships. What an amazing event, Mandy.
It has gone so well. Everybody's brought their A game today. We were really concerned about WOD 1 and WOD 2, but they've absolutely smashed it.
And it didn't rain overnight.
no rain, but still very wet underfoot. So lots of slippery runs around the corner and lots of slippery, muddy bags.
And me and Sam were talking about this is just the top of the pyramid of the British Teens and Masters. Behind all of this, you've held an online scale competition, grueling online qualifiers all through one weekend. Can you just tell us a bit about the organisation that happens from one year to the next?
Well, what we tend to do is we keep a very close eye on what's happening in the Open and people's scores. And then from each year, from day one, when we first did it at CrossFit Connect, we just try to keep building and pushing people to their limits, really. And we expect them to give us something a little bit better every year. And so far it's happened. So each year we try to introduce something nice and new. Last year, rope climbs. This year, for the first time, ring muscle ups.
So when I saw the ring muscle ups, they're pushing the boat.
Yeah.
You're in touch with what is happening in these categories out there, that it's not a movement that these categories can't do. At the peak level, all of these athletes can have a really good go at still performing those most complex of CrossFit movements.
Exactly, yeah. And also we are a competition that we do realise that people do have limits, and so therefore we do cater for those limits as well, because we want them to come and compete.
I think we had the ladies from one of the categories earlier agreed that they would lift the 40 kilogram sandbag rather than the 50. So I think that's a perfect example. They were all quite happy that that was going to be a better workout for them and a much better athlete experience. And with it being live streamed, fantastic for the viewers to be able to see that that event can carry on. As if we don't ever want anybody standing there, you know, or a whole group of people not being able to do something. So I think that's the mark of a really well organised competition.
That was really great. And then on the other hand, we had Emma Hornby, and she could not lift that 50 kilo sandbag. And we gave her an option, and she said, no, I want to stick with it. And eventually she managed 8. She finished 8 and she smashed it.
I spoke to her earlier, and she said I managed the 8 reps of it.
And it was incredible. So PB all round for her.
I mean, PB 8 times over.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Good. And tomorrow, so today's gone really well. All that the athletes seem to be talking about is the 1 rep max clean and jerk.
Obviously, yeah. Yeah, we wanted to do a total, which was obviously squat, bench maybe, and add another little something else, deadlift or something. But we decided we're going to keep to our true values, and it's a lot easier for us to keep it in this way. But the first part of the workout is literally to warm them up and get them ready for their 1 rep maxes.
I have heard some big numbers being thrown around.
Big numbers. We hope we've got enough weight to cope with it.
Where's the nearest next gym that you can borrow some
I think that's what we'll be doing, importing them all. So yeah, no, we're hoping that might tire them out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking for some good lifts tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. And I just think, you know, like I say, you've had that process of a scale competition for people earlier on in the year, and the work that goes into that, and the online judging.
The crew behind the scenes of this competition are absolutely incredible. Incredible.
And so many of the same faces from last year that were part of your team.
That's because we feed them well.
Yeah. When I arrived and there's brownies, I was like, I'll definitely come again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just think well done to you guys.
Thank you very much.
I'm excited to see how it grows and really pushing the boundaries for these what we've talked about since we went live. These categories that are sometimes through no fault, through broadcasting, just marginalised and not quite as visible or seen as much.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, thanks to you guys for all this today. I mean, if nobody sees this, I don't know what else we could possibly
I think we had 50 on this morning, so when we first started. So hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been great. Everybody seems to be in their element doing it. This is my worst nightmare, doing something like this. So,
Your daughter came over and said, don't let Mum not come and speak to you.
I was told, but I'm very proud of all my athletes.
Yeah.
I love them to bits, you know, and this has been my passion for a long time now. And every year I come, and every year they cease to amaze me.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, phenomenal.
good.
One more thing.
Yeah.
This is so organised. They even managed to get a wad in for the organisers and the volunteers in the lunch break. I mean, that's insane. Brilliant.
It's all good.
Yeah,
Good.
excellent. Thank you so much for
Thank you very
speaking to
much.
us.
All right.
Brilliant work. Thank you. Guys, that's Mandy Dean, one of the main organisers for this event. I'm sure you'll agree, a job well done. Those two ladies out on the dance floor, all to themselves. Charlotte and Jill. Jill McIntyre, 9 opens. 9 opens.
9 opens. I want an interview with Jill. She crushed that workout, you know.
I was talking to Mandy, so I didn't see much of it. Who was
Well,
the winner on that one?
I believe Charlotte.
Charlotte is epic.
She is. This is not her first rodeo.
I caught them out the side of my eye and I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah, Jill's toaster bar were very, very good.
Just amazing.
Should we see if we can catch her?
Yeah.
Go and grab her.
Jill, would you come and talk to us for the live feed? If I hop out, will you hop in?
This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. We just pull people in. You'll be fine, Jill. Welcome to our office. This is Jill. Right, the first question. Hi, hello to everyone out there, the millions of people watching. This is Jill. So, Jill, the first big question: McIntyre or McIntyre?
McIntyre.
There we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Like that's. Oh, I'm glad that I'm always right.
Yeah.
It's not often that a man should ever say that. I would imagine. Jill, you crushed that workout.
I didn't.
Well, I think you probably did. I think you're being a bit modest. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Toaster bar? Your toaster bar were good. Okay, well, then you're probably your biggest critic. If you could just hold that up a little, there you go.
The rig is not my friend.
Not your friend. No? Okay. Well, that's all right, though. So you've done, how many opens? Is it 8 opens or 9 opens that you've done?
8? Is it 8 or is it
Well,
9?
Claire, in fact, Claire's notes, I think, will actually tell us.
9. Yeah, 9
9 opens. 9 opens. So what made you start doing CrossFit, Jill? Am I allowed to ask these questions?
So I trained as a PT, and the guy who did my course was fit and ripped and just moved really well. Quite unusual. Usually kind of bodybuilder type don't move
So
very
did you
well.
start following him around?
And I said, oh, what do you do? And he said, I do CrossFit. I said, what's
Cross
that?
what?
What's that? So bloody blah. I got a job in a gym, and opposite they opened a CrossFit box. I thought, oh, go and have a look. Yeah, I was smitten.
Are we allowed to ask what box that is?
CrossFit Workshop,
And you're there now?
still there now.
You stayed there? So have you been there, what? It must have been 8 years?
9 years I've been
Wow.
loyalty.
Wow. And do you specialise in anyone?
It's in the over 50s.
Okay.
Kind of middle strong.
Absolutely. Like you.
Yeah. But they can lift weight.
Absolutely.
It's empowering.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
Well, that's amazing. So what made you sign up for this competition particularly? Was
I've
it
done it before, I love
you've
it.
done it before?
Yeah.
Is this the only one that you do?
No, I do quite a few local ones, but they've got to have an age category.
Yeah.
Being this old.
you don't want to go against those baby masters.
Got about 20.
Oh.
No.
Well, am I normally you wouldn't ask these things, but we are in a masters category.
Yes.
So am I allowed to ask how old you are?
I'm 55, 56 next month.
56 next month. So you're a youngling in this category then?
Yes, it's my
First year in the 50,
Yeah.
55 to 59s.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to many years in this category?
Yes, I am. I am. I like it with chicken dinner. Yeah.
Well, tomorrow we've got a workout with bar muscle ups in it. How are you feeling about that? No? Is that being changed at all? Do you know, or is that's going to be as is?
Yeah, but I am going to be chatting to my judge,
Mhm.
having a little bit of a dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I did notice that actually during the workout. Are you keen on a boogie mid workout?
I like to boogie because I hold my breath trying to concentrate. And I find that if I dance or I talk or sing,
You don't hold your breath.
I don't hold my breath.
Well, that's
So
really
there's
interesting.
reasons behind it,
Okay.
because I'm locking down.
Jill, that's brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming over and talking to us. Hopefully, we'll catch you again tomorrow.
Thank you very
Brilliant. Well,
much.
bless you.
Thanks.
Take care. That was Jill McIntyre, everybody. What an inspiring woman. Very, very inspiring woman. We are just jumping into. Let's check out where we are. This will be heat 6. Doig, who I believe won the last heat. Her husband is in this heat, David Doig. They get about a bit, our Doigs. We love them. They work hard. They certainly work hard. And their son Angus as well works very hard. We are going to drag ourselves back to the floor with Jason, the one and only Jason CF Media. I'm going to try and get him on the microphone with Claire tomorrow and see what he's got to say. I feel like he's been slacking a bit too much on this fine day. These lads are giving it some now. David Doig off of the overhead squats and onto the toaster bar. I'm not sure if he competed this year, but he certainly competed in 2020, and I believe he was the champion. These guys giving it all out here on the floor. As we were saying earlier, it is difficult when you get that. I guess when you get that a little bit older, to maybe find the drive to carry on. But these guys obviously do. These are the fittest masters athletes, certainly in the UK, if not Europe. Someone's dropped out. Let's chuck back in. There we go. Had a little bit of feed drop out there, but we've still got Jason working hard out there on the competition floor. Hopefully, a little later, we're going to get Ems Dean in here to have a chat with us. David Doig back onto the overhead squats now. Finishing his double unders. That is David Doig through his round of 15 overhead squats. Closely followed by David Maunder. Just 15 reps behind him. We have got 2.5 minutes to go in this heat. Then after this, we'll be on to the last heat of the day. Oh, hello. Claire's come back and she's giggling. What have you been doing, Claire?
I got caught in a chat.
With anyone interesting?
A couple of parents. It's not very interesting.
Oh. I thought there was going to be some juicy...
No, I was just aware that I've left you on your own.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm used to it.
This is our male 55 to 59. Nice to see Phil
It
Mitchell
certainly is.
again.
Good old Philip Mitchell from CrossFit Bath.
Yeah, lane 1, Phil Mitchell. Lane 2, David Maunder. Lane 3, Andy Byron. Lane 4, David Doig. Lane 5, Mick Nolan. Lane 6, Stephen Tedeschi.
David Doig looking like he's on his last round of double unders now. He has got 1 minute to finish this workout. He's going to be hard pushed, but he might just get there.
David Doig, reigning champion in this age category from last year, surely looking to take the double. I believe that was Andy Byron muscle snatching to get into that good overhead position.
Just 30 seconds to go now in this heat.
So this, the age group 55 to 59. Still performing all movements as required.
That is time on this heat.
I think David took that one.
I might be close though. Could be close. It looked like some of these other gents were catching him.
David Maunder in lane 2. Since 2018, he has qualified 4 times in the top 10% worldwide for his age group. Finishing this year 133rd in the online qualifier.
That is pretty decent, to be honest with you.
David Doig qualified in 2021-2022 for the age group online qualifiers, finishing 112.
We are coming up to the last heat. The last heat of the day. And then we're done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
60 to 64-year-old category. Stacked. Full field. How nice to see. Full field of female athletes.
Not quite.
Have we had a withdrawal?
Linda Watson has withdrawn, I believe.
Oh,
Nearly, though. Nearly a full field.
full field.
You nearly gave us one correct fact of the whole day, but no. You didn't quite, mate. I'm joking.
I believe this is the category that have agreed, and they will all perform toes to rings instead of the toes to bar. I may be wrong.
I don't think you are. There's your fact.
No, not that's correct.
None of this fake news.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard, see where everybody's at going into this now 64-year-old category. Then we have Kate Burles, CrossFit Bath. There we are, cheers. Our competition scorer for the weekend is a CrossFit Bath member. Cheering on for Kate Burles. Do you know Kate Burles? Hell yeah.
Hell to the yeah. Come on, Kate. Is she a beacon of Bath as well? Beacons of Bath.
What do we have for our box?
Bellies of Bear Walden.
Oh, that's unfair.
I'm not sure it is for me.
Kathy Upton, Functional Fitness Dundee.
Dundee?
Dundee.
It's a done deal, more like.
Lorraine Crawford, FFP CrossFit, Karen Rawlings Anderson. Just before this heat starts, if you go back about 25 minutes in the feed, you will see probably the best bit of footage from the whole day, which was Emma Dean, one of the competition organisers, giving us her time when she's a very, very busy lady today.
Do you mean Mandy?
Mandy. Emma, her daughter.
Fake news.
Emma, her daughter, was not going to let Mum.
No, Ems is coming over though after, she said. She promised.
Brilliant. So we got them both. Essentially, British Teens and Masters is run by mother and daughter crew, Emma and Mandy. And we were very, very lucky to chat to Mandy earlier. And it's definitely worthwhile rewinding past our commentary and listening to just how passionate Mandy is about this competition and the hard work that goes into hosting it. So this is in fact our final category because we've had our 60 to 64 men. So our final category for the day is 60 to 64-year-old females. Is it not?
It might be. It might there. So the lane allocation we've got written down, I don't think will be right because we had some late withdrawals. We've got 4 athletes: Kate Bowles, Kathy Upton, Lorraine Crawford, and Karen Rawlings Anderson. You were lending your. Claire's looking for a pen. She was lending her pen out willy-nilly earlier. I've no idea where that bad boy is. I haven't touched the team pen, I'm afraid. Bless you.
Sorry, that was live. Do apologise, listeners.
You were blessed live. I'd like to take this opportunity to say that I've thoroughly enjoyed my day today, and I'm very much looking forward to a day tomorrow of CrossFit, because this is a CrossFit licensed event. There aren't many.
But what does it mean, Sam?
Well, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, and I have been for a while. I have actually been the MC at all of the other CrossFit licensed events in the United Kingdom this year.
What makes it a CrossFit
What
licensed
essentially, I guess this year, yes, it has been true, because in the United Kingdom, every single CrossFit licensed event I've been at, and these ladies are off. I've just realised who Kate Bowles is. Kate Bowles is in charge of kit at Sid.
There we go.
Very.
She's in charge of kit for Sid. She's also in first place.
She is very, very influential in the world of strength in depth.
Karen Rawlings Anderson, North London, 7 opens. Take the part in.
7 opens.
Good. All of these ladies, in fact, their first open is either 2015 or 2016. 6 or 7 opens.
Do you know, my coffee that I'm drinking right now was made by a CrossFit Games champion.
Oh, really?
True story.
Those guys who don't know, it is probably only fitting that the CrossFit Teens and Masters competition is held at CrossFit Southampton, home of Kelly Frill, the current 40 to 44-year-old CrossFit Games champion. And Kelly, as she did last year, will work the whole weekend serving everybody coffees, which her and her team, not only have they shut their gyms so this event can take place, but they are out here making sure everybody is fed and watered and caffeined up.
Well, I'm grateful for that fact. The caffeine that I'm getting from the one and only Kelly Frill.
And their cakes are also.
Their Swedish buns, second to none. That sounds much ruder than it is. These ladies are absolutely having it out there on the floor.
Guys, a couple of the sponsors for this event. HBHM, Healthy Body, Healthy Mind. For all your CBD products, look at this. I can't do a plug at this time. Look at these toaster rings. Wow. Go on.
That is unreal. Brilliant job.
Just amazing. HBHM, all your CBD products. Our recovery zone for the weekend is hosted by HBHM athletes. Head over there. Also, FitAid, main sponsor for the event, energy and athlete recovery. You can't hear the music in the in the arena.
Our wonderful MC for the weekend, jumping and getting down on it.
The ladies back to the bar in lane 1, Kate Mells, lane 2, Karen Rawlings Anderson. Not quite sure of the lane assignments for this, as we've had a couple of withdrawals.
Kate is definitely in lane 1. I think it does go Kate, Kathy, Lorraine, Karen.
Yeah, I think so. Guys, what you are witnessing is the magic of CrossFit. 60 to 64-year-olds, toes to rings, lane 1. Incredible. Come on, Kate. All these ladies. Smooth double unders in lane 2. Even though this is the last event of the day, it is loud in here. These ladies being cheered on.
You know, one thing I would have liked to have seen is more of the younger athletes sticking around to cheer on the old. I understand why they're not, but it would have been nice, I think.
Probably got Snapchatting to do.
Keeping up with their streaks.
I don't even understand any of that. Need to do a TikTok celebration immediately.
One minute left. These ladies are getting it done. Currently in first place, Kate Bowles. Second place, Kathy Upson. Third, Lorraine Crawford. And fourth, Karen Rawlings Anderson.
We're not talking much because we're watching and we are amazed.
Just in awe of what's going on here.
This is the 60th. Yes.
There's a real hot. This is really hotting up now for the last 35 seconds.
Our 16 to 64-year-old category all onto their rings. It's going to be a matter of how many reps you get on those rings. Hold on, ladies.
Here we go.
Second and third will be decided by the amount of toes to rings. Yes!
Kate is pulling them together. How many can she get?
10 seconds remaining.
I think Kate might be about to take another event win. Gosh, golly, what a finish to that event.
Amazing.
I just caught David Doig out the corner of my eye, and that guy's abs have got abs.
It's quite incredible.
He's, what is he, 59?
Look on his athlete profile. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
At least his second year in this category. So he's going to be 57 plus. So he's in the 55 to 59 category. And then view athlete profile.
Oh, it's 58. 58.
Wow.
What an absolute legend.
Congratulations, David.
Your boulder shoulders are putting me to shame.
Right in front of us.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, has been the day one of the British Teen and Masters Championships CrossFit licensed event 2022.
Guys, we'll give you a quick rundown of workouts for tomorrow very, very quickly. We have 3 scored workouts tomorrow. Quad 3 will be a first one up. Hold fast is our 2-parter. Tell us about what 3, Sam.
This workout is as follows. Part A, from 0 to 7 minutes. It is 3 rounds of 7 deadlifts and 7 pull-ups. Then 3 rounds of 6 squats, cleans, and 6 chest to bar. And then 3 rounds of 5 shoulder to overhead and 5 ring muscle ups. Then part B, on minute 7, you have 5 minutes to find a maximum clean and jerk. All age groups will perform the same workout as detailed above, with the following exceptions. 13 to 15 teens will complete 2 rounds of 6 squat cleans and 6 chest to bar, and 1 round of 5 shoulder to overhead and 5 ring muscle ups. 55 to 59 masters will complete 2 rounds of 6 squat cleans and 6 chest to bar, and 1 round of 5 shoulder to overhead and 3 ring muscle ups. 60 plus masters will replace the ring muscle ups with strict chest to bar.
Wow.
They will complete 2 rounds of 6 squat cleans and 6 chest to bar, 1 round of 5 shoulder to overhead, and 5 strict chest to bars.
Again, I cannot wait to see that. And our final workout tomorrow will be flat out. That is the title of the workout. In 5 minutes, you must complete a row of 30 or 20 calories, respectively, male and females, 9 burpee box jump overs, bike erg, 30 and 20 calories, 9 burpee box jump overs. Goodbye, legs.
Workout variations. All age groups and divisions will perform the same workout movements as the following exceptions. 13 to 15 and 55 plus will complete 25 or 15 calories respectively on the rower and bike erg, and do 6 burpee box jump overs each round. 55 plus may step over the box.
Wow.
I don't know about you, but I've had an excellent day today.
I've had a really good day.
I'm looking forward to an excellent day tomorrow.
Yeah, we are back with you. I'm presuming around the same time tomorrow. Athlete briefings will continue at 8 a.m.
Let's have a quick look.
And let Sam tell you the time.
First heat will be at 9 a.m. So we'll schedule the broadcast. We'll get done at about. We'll start the feed at about 10 to 9. Run you through it again. But we're looking forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. I've been Sam. She's been Claire. You've been awesome. See you tomorrow.
Good night, guys.